Hello, this is working. Good evening, everybody. How are you guys doing? Um, Trying something different. Let's see if that works. I wonder if I can move that. No. All right. So, oh, there's a comment already. Sorry, I'm trying to. Well, hello there. Is it? I don't want to say it wrong. Tanya? If I mispronounced it, please let me know. All right. My typical acrylic painting, but I was working on this. Tanya, okay, great. Thank you for letting me know. Um, so yeah, not my typical acrylic painting, and this is actually the first time I've ever gone live on my personal profile. Just thought I would try something different. But last time I was on here, last week, just in my private group and my business page, um, oh, and YouTube also. Sorry, there's something stuck on here. I was starting this pet portrait, and I had kind of sketched it out. It was looking pretty rough, and after doing a little more work on it, I actually scrapped that one and decided to go with a different reference photo of the same dog. So if you happen to see that one, this one's going to look a little different. But I got to a point where I was happy with the sketch and decided to move forward, and it was time to add some color. So I've still got a bit of work to do on here. So might as well get started, right? I'm just not sure exactly where to start, and I might get kind of funny here because I'm gonna actually have to switch on my laptop and pull up the reference photo there. But oh yeah, duh, I can make it a little smaller so then I can still see what's going on with the live. That makes sense. Why can't I move it though? I don't know what I did. Whoops. No. Sorry, guys. It's not. No, stop it. I don't know what I just did. I believe it is an Australian Shepherd. So this particular pup I am painting for, I put a donation in for a custom pet portrait that was raffled off or purchased. I guess it wasn't raffled, but for one of the local high school's booster clubs for a fundraiser that they did. So the person who purchased it contacted me. I hate to say it was a few weeks ago, but it's been a few weeks. I just hate to say that because I wish I had it done for them already. But yes, they told me that his name is Colt. I am not sure if this is a dog that is still with the owners or if he has passed. I don't usually know that when I'm doing pet portraits, just because most of them have been almost like anonymous. Well, not really anonymous, but it's all been donations of my time with this. And the donations, I do those in watercolor. Just, I don't know why, really. All right, I'm just trying to find, it's always weird for me when I stop in the middle of a painting. I feel like I just kind of have to get my bearings back a little bit. And the original photo, because she sent me quite a few, the one I had originally chosen to work from had more of a frontal view. And this dog, he's got a brown spot in his eye. So that the other photo that I had started with, which is kind of why I like that one. I like those little unique traits like that. So this one, you can still see it in the reference photo, but I might try to not really exaggerate it, but bring it out a little more. I guess that would be exaggerating it. So I'm just trying to dampen my paper a little bit, and then this spot here ended up drying with a really hard edge on that. I'm just trying to soften that up a little bit. One of the things I like about watercolor is the softness that you can achieve with it, and when it gets those hard dark edges, I don't always like that. I feel like that's better. Okay. So I'm not sure why I decided to try going live on my my personal profile, but figured why not. Just trying to create a little bit. It's almost like shadow around the nose, but also little bits of black there. So I feel like I should maybe clarify when I said I've done mostly donations. That's not it's not entirely true. And when I do donate my time for this, it is for a cause. Like I've done a few to help raise money for an organization called Street Dog Hero. Should look into them. They're pretty cool. They rescue dogs from all over. It sounds like they do a lot from Mexico. And if you are traveling, if you are flying, there are ways that you can help without spending anything extra. I think they have it all on their website. You can go and sign up, and they have certain locations, you know, where they might have dogs that they're trying to bring back, and it's just a basically low cost way that you can help bring the dogs here and get them to the organization free for you. I feel like somewhat low cost for them. I don't know all of the details, but they're a great group. And they started doing this thing where, like, before Christmas, they put out a call for artists, and what they did was they sold pet portraits. I think it was $30 per portrait, and you don't know what artist you're going to get. You don't know what style your pet portrait is going to be completed in. You just pay $30, send a photo or two of your pet, and then the organization Street Dog Hero puts out a call for artists. And that's another thing. When you're doing that, you don't know what kind of pet you're going to end up doing a portrait of. So that's kind of fun too. So they send you a portrait or two, however many you decide you have time for or want to do. They send you the portraits, and then when you have them finished, you get to ship them off to the recipients. So it's all a donation of the artist's time and materials, but it's going to a good cause. And then this one, like I said, it was to help the Booster Club raise money for their school. And I know it probably seems like I'm looking at the camera really weird, but like I said, I pulled up the portrait on my laptop. So when I'm looking towards the camera, I am actually looking at the portrait. I feel like this needs to be softened a bit. And honestly, doing these portraits in watercolor is benefiting me too, of course, in the fact that it's giving me great practice with watercolor, because this is not my normal medium. So I get great subjects to practice on, and it's helping to raise money. I feel like it's a win-win. I have done commission portraits also. Those ones I've done in acrylic. I feel like it takes me a little longer. I feel like I can get better detail working in acrylics. This dog is so pretty. I'm putting like too much pressure on myself probably because I want it to just really reflect just all of the variations of color. Hi, thank you. I'm sorry, my legs are sticking to my chair. That's why I keep wiggling. It just says Facebook user, so I can't say hello with, you know, my name, but thank you so much for the compliment and for joining. That's something StreamYard likes to ask for permission before. Michelle, hi Michelle. Thank you. Yeah, usually before you comment, StreamYard will ask for permission to share your name, and that's all it does is just shares who you are and where you're watching. So it looks like everybody is Facebook, which is great. How are you doing, Michelle? I'm always afraid I'm going to totally overwork an area, which is probably an indication that I should step away from that area and kind of work in a different spot. I can't wait to do the eyes, but it's almost like I'm saving those for last. I don't know why. But I really, really like drawing and painting eyes. Doing good. Awesome. Thank you for getting on here. Trying to get some a little bit deeper shading in here. If I can do that without getting my paint too thick. We'll see. Oh, thank you, Michelle. You're so sweet. I always appreciate that coming from other artists. Especially those that I admire too. I'm going to try to move this a little bit. So it's something that's actually really nice about having the camera set up is that I can look on the screen and it gives me somehow a different, I don't know if it's perspective or what. It's like, I know I mentioned this before, about actually taking a picture of what you're working on and checking that against your reference. Just for some reason, taking a picture and looking at the picture, you can just really see areas that may need a little more work. Don't know why that is, but it's helpful. I feel like maybe that's a little too much. And I get tricked sometimes because the watercolor always lightens up a little bit when it dries. It always turns out just a little bit lighter. I feel like I made a crazy eyebrow there. I wish I could show you guys the picture I'm working from. He's so pretty. Here comes the kids. What you doing? Nothing. He's very bouncy. He just like bounce through. I call it my studio. It might also be the garage. Now, I don't know if this is cheating or not, but when I'm happy with the watercolor portion, I like to come in with some gouache to add in some highlights. I don't think it's cheating unless I'm trying to pass it off as straight up watercolor. This will be when I'm done. Actually, right now, this is mixed media. From the get-go, because I went in with my, what are those called? Microns, fine liners, the really fine point permanent markers. So yeah, that would make it technically mixed media already. On the picnic table. So this usually happens when I'm out here. It's time to feed the dogs. So you might hear some loud noises. Looking better. Such pretty eyes. I get to go paint at another farm sanctuary on Saturday, so that should be fun. What's funny is that I didn't realize how many we have around here until I learned of one last year and I worked with them, and now I have one coming up this weekend and then working on another one for August for a different one. It's just really cool to see the work they do. And also, if you guys have never seen a full grown, I think they're Holstein, the black and white, typical dairy cattle. Sounds weird to say instead of saying cow, but the one I worked with, sorry, last summer. Oh, it was crazy. I have never seen. Oh, I'm going to call it Holstein. Hopefully that's the right breed. But when I say that, I'm talking about the typical black and white dairy cow. Humongous. Oh my gosh. They have the biggest. I can't call them cows because they're bulls, but I didn't know they got so big. I had been watching this one llama while I was out there, and I had to ask, like, is that llama big for a llama? I haven't been around a lot of llamas up close, but I don't feel like I'm a total city girl, So I asked, is that guy big for a llama? And it's like, no, he's pretty, that's about average size. Hi, lady. And it's like, oh, okay. And then I walk around a corner and there was one of those bulls. Like, okay, that's big for, I called it a cow, but it's like, that's big for one of those, right? I'm not losing it. It's massive. It was crazy. I did not know they got that big. I think they had three of them, and the tallest one, can't remember his name now, but he was at least 6 feet tall. And to any of you who have seen cattle like that, bovines, I probably do sound like a total city girl, but that's okay. All right, so just trying to give this nose a little bit of shape. And this is an area where I will come in with some white gouache and really just give that nose some highlighting and more definition. quiet. Just gonna have to see how that dries. I don't love it right now. I do like with watercolor that you can kind of reactivate it, and you know, you can't totally change an area, but you know, you can work with it a little bit. Not like acrylic where you can, well, you can't reactivate acrylic, but you could, you know, if you needed to, just paint over it. A little harder with this. Though yeah, I'm still learning. Maybe there's some tricks I need to know. I do have some masking fluid that would help me preserve the whitest of the areas, which that has to be done before I paint on it, but oops. I've had it for a while now and I haven't tried it yet. I don't know why. Hi, Paisley. I guess because I don't, I definitely don't want to try it on something that I am focused on the end result like this. You know, I want this and need this to look a certain way. So I need to just get that stuff out and just play with it on, you know, just some scrap paper that doesn't matter. Help me understand it a little better, and then I can actually use it. Okay, just gonna move something around here real quick. What do you think? How's that looking? It's looking all right. Whoops. No, that's not what I meant to do. Put it back. Oh man, now I can't figure out how to move it. Oh, no. Sorry for the squeaking. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Okay. I feel like there's a little too much, like an imbalance of the darkest areas here, up here and the bottom, but there's not a whole lot of shading. think I know what I will do. Right after. Oh, hi. How you doing? Kind of soften that up a little bit. I know I just did this area, but I feel like that needs softened up. If I can manage that. Maybe kind of push some of it this way. That was my kid. If you guys heard that, everyone's fine. They're just crazy. Okay, leave that alone for a bit. So what I'm gonna do is get some of my darker brown. I think this one. Let's go with this one. Pull some of that to the side. Just a little bit of black in there. I don't want black shadows in the fur on the chest, but I feel like some of those, some of these areas need a little bit deeper shading. I am. What are you doing?
I want you to play.
I'm working right now. I'm sorry.
I want you to play Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles?
Because I'm way into Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Buddy, not right now, okay? Okay, we need to move that. There. Which is very similar in color to what I'm doing there. But maybe with a slight touch of yellow. Oh, that was Noah. He brought his samurai swords in here, wanting to play. That's what he was looking for earlier. Hair poking my eye. When I randomly yelled on the picnic table, that's what I was talking to him about. That's where he left his swords. Or katanas. Are they katanas? Okay, so that's going to be the tag. We'll let that dry, and then I'll put a light lighter version of the tag. So I definitely need to get better with my colors and just like pinpointing all of the undertones and all that good stuff. Is that rain? Is it raining? What? No?
Yes.
Yes? No, yes?
I want to try to help you.
Not on this one, okay?
Oh, you are not forgot to let me take pieces.
Yes.
So please.
Not, buddy, I can't have help on this one. Okay?
Can we do one today, but it had to be a big one.
It has to be a big one.
Yeah, we're going to. Let's try to color a little bit of Godzilla.
Godzilla? Oh, man.
Yeah, it has to take a long time to do it. It has to be big, big. Or very big.
Yeah.
So it has to take
A few days. Okay. Well, we got to find something to paint it on, and don't be eyeballing my big canvases here.
Because it had to be big because Godzilla.
Well, yeah. It's Godzilla, so of course it's got to be big.
It had to be very, very big.
Very, very big. That makes sense. Just got to figure out what to paint it on.
Yeah.
I have plans for all these ones, though, so we can't use those.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I did that too yellow. What are you doing back there?
But then I want these.
No.
Right?
Oh. Pistachio. I don't know why I have out here, but go for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's gonna add. Man, it's really raining out there. slam the door. I feel like I just got a little too crazy with the brown here. There's a whole lot going on. That area is still wet up there. All right, so probably, let's see. Maybe call it and be off of here once an hour is up. I don't know. I have a lot more to do. I was kind of hoping I would finish this one this evening, which I could. I wouldn't stay on live probably. What are you doing, lady? Got my hound dogs in here. One, I think the little one left. Oh, is anybody else tired from long weekend? Tired. Got a little sunburned yesterday. Kind of crispy. How's that looking? Oops. I think we need some eye color. What do you think? I really want to start working on the big canvases that I have. I feel a little more ready. I was feeling afraid for a while, but I've got one canvas that I got for free, pretty large one, so kind of want to start out on that and just, you know, get over myself and just work on it. Hi, what are you doing? Buddy, excuse me. Noah, get out of there. No, please get out of there. Noah. Hey, Noah, I need you to get out of there.
Yeah, touch the bear.
Okay.
Now I get out.
You're gonna poke a hole in my painting. Please get out of there. Noah? Hey, Noah. I need you to not play around the table. No. Thank you. You want to take your swords with you? What's Dad doing? Yeah.
I do my work. We can play. We can play. Ninja Turtles now, right?
Uh-huh.
So after when you say you're done working, you have to say this. So we can play Ninja Turtles now. So
That's not what I wanted. Scoop up some of that. There. That's looking okay. Now the dog's under my table. Oh, both dogs are here. I might write a book someday. And it will be called Never a Dull Moment. A book, a memoir. Maybe that's the better term for it. We'll write a memoir. All the crazy times in this house. I'm really hoping this isn't starting to look overworked. All right, feeling like it's close to time for eyes. Where'd you learn that song, buddy? Where'd you learn that song? Yeah. You don't know? It just popped in your head? Okay. It's not turning out as dark as I wanted. Apologies for lack of conversation. I'm just focused. It's very focused. What are you doing, Paisley? Marker in there. Okay. Go ahead and get these icy blue eyes. Love them. All right, so I think I'm going to use, let's see, in the fur, because these dogs always have, it's like a super light touch of blue. Oh. And the blue that I use is actually called Payne's Gray. So very blue gray. And I think I'll use the same for the eye color. Try not to go too saturated with it. Because they are just very kind of icy. It looks slightly different, and I just realized why. Because I did use some white throughout the fur just to tone that blue down. So let's try that in there. Still quite blue. But that will lighten up a bit. So I think I'll just see, let that dry and see how it looks. Okay. Oops. Thinking that is going to be good for now. Go ahead and rinse that. And I'm going to put in some little dots for the, like where the whiskers are coming from. I always do the whiskers last. And I think that's something that I probably could have used that masking fluid for it, but I didn't because I haven't experimented with it, so I've been too timid with it. No, I think Dad's calling for you. You know.
I need a reply.
I think that blue is going to work nicely for the eyes. Now the dog is back. Oh, goodness. Oh gosh. I'm so tired. Let's see what else. All right, you guys. We should probably call it a night. At least on here, I may plug in some music and do a little more work. I've got a time lapse of this going also, so that when I have it completely finished, I can. I like to do time lapse and put them on TikTok. It's fun. Gosh, I want to paint those pupils in, but the blue is not dry enough. I need to just calm down. I just tend to get in somewhat of a flow state, and I don't want to stop working. You don't, which I have plenty of work to do between. I feel like this one's getting close to finished. A paint party to get ready for. And then I have another, it's not a pet portrait, but I have another commission that I need to be working on pretty soon. And, oh, I should mention, I should have said this at the beginning. Got something coming up soon, the end of this month. It is a Christmas in July event with a whole bunch of other artists. And Michelle, who was here a bit ago, she's the one that is. Hi.
You want to help?
I can't have help on this one. Sorry. Yeah, Michelle is the one who put everything together for that, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's over 2 days, and I will start very soon, start sharing information about that. Cool stuff happening. Lots of other. Hey, please don't play with those. Betty, please don't play with these. Can you go see what Dad's doing? Oh, the heck? To update the website too, is what I was trying to think of. I have a little boy who really wants to play. Really, really wants to play. So I should probably go play, right? Instead of going from this to another thing, another work thing. All right, what do you guys think of that? Oh, darn it. Why do I keep doing that? How do I do this? There we go. All right, so I'm gonna call it for now, and probably we'll just finish this one off camera. I know it's kind of a slow process, so I will just share the results when I'm finished with it. Probably share the time lapse too, because those are fun. All right, okay, there we go. All right, so everybody who stopped by, I really appreciate you. Thank you. And it was nice to see everyone. I'm not sure I've seen Tanya on here before, so thank you, Tanya, for joining. And Michelle for stopping in. Like I said, there's, yeah, somebody else on there that I still was never able to see the name. But all right, you guys. So, yep, I'll be sharing this when it's finished. And hopefully I have a happy client when this is done. All right, so you guys have a good night. And if you're sleepy like me, make sure you get some rest. And I will see you later.